Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live stream of music collaboration online. Today's topic, as you can see, is three approaches to online music collaboration. Um, the reason I selected this topic for today is because I find this is the good starting point for many discussions about online music collaboration. So it is often a bit of a confusing topic. I found that many people are uncertain what type of online music collaboration is being discussed, or what is the music collaboration all about. So hopefully today I will be able to clear up some of that confusion. Um, there are three main types or approaches that I would like to discuss, and we will get started with the first one, which is virtual studio based remote music collaboration. Um, that approach is all about recording, songwriting, and arranging and mixing music in a collaborative way with people located remotely. So, typically, for that approach, you would need a digital audio workstation that supports remote music collaboration, and you can use a dedicated collaborative workstation, or you could use uh, established DAW that does perhaps not support collaborative workflow by itself, but then you could use additional tools to enable collaboration in that DAW. So I'll just show you a few examples, basically what is out there, but it's not the most exhausting or comprehensive list that I aim to show you today. Instead, I just want to flag a few examples of available software or hardware solution, typically software. Um, so, for sticking with uh, dedicated collaborative solution for more electronic music making. One example could be Audio Tool, which is a browser-based digital audio workstation, a modular system where you can connect multiple modules with virtual cables. So that's Audio Tool. Another example is BandLab, another browser-based example, which you can use for synchronous or asynchronous collaboration, which, by the way, is also available in Audio Tool. Um, Moving on, Soundtrap, another browser-based DAW, where you can invite collaborators for asynchronous collaboration, for example, and again use built-in effects or instruments, just like you could with the two other examples that I've mentioned already. Um, Soundation, again, browser-based, supporting Google Chrome, and enabling asynchronous as well as real-time synchronous collaboration. Some of the examples I've mentioned before, such as Soundtrap or BandLab, are available also on other platforms, for example, iOS or Android. So they are multi-platform, basically. Um, uh, an example I can't skip mentioning, even though we might not have this platform available for much longer, is Om Studio, which is or used to be the most advanced collaborative solution that allowed you to work synchronously and asynchronously and use your own plugins, for example. Um, and that was a standalone software working on Windows and Mac OS. Um, Another more electronic music oriented collaborative DAW or a plugin, could be standalone or could work with other workstations, is Endless Studio. So apart from being available on desktop machines, Endless is also available on mobile devices. So those are examples of standalone solutions for virtual studio-based approach to collaboration. But sometimes you might want to use an established DAW, say Ableton Live or Logic or Cubase. Although Cubase or Steinberg, they have their own plugin for real-time collaboration. Uh, but what I also wanted to mention is that there are what I refer to as content management systems or plugins, like Source Elements offers high quality collaborative solutions in a form of a plugin. And Blend or Splice, other two examples, allow you to um, basically turn your existing workstation into a collaborative system by managing the collaboration for you, and importantly also managing your crowdsourcing effort. So what I mean by crowdsourcing is basically collaborating with strangers on the internet when you might want to invite people to work with you on your project. So that's a great way of utilizing those tools, because you can tap into almost unlimited creative potential, and invite people to work with you or contribute to your material. Or of course you could be the one who is contributing to somebody else's material. So that's the first approach to remote music collaboration, which is um, virtual studio based approach. Now, another approach, which is equally important and also equally popular, is uh, live jamming. Live jamming, kind of imitating what you might want to do in a live concert situation. So if you are in a band, you might want to jam with your band members, either privately, as you would during a rehearsal, or um, perhaps publicly. Maybe even you would try to sell tickets for those events. And live jamming comes with a few other software applications that can support us on our journey to make it happen with the lowest possible latency. And live jamming is essentially a real-time, low latency audio streaming solution. Um, so examples of platforms that enable that are listed here, and you can see Jamulus, again, Source Elements, Audio Movers, Jamkazam, Pajam, Lender Sessions, Sonobus, or Jack Trip. So as you can see, even though this is not a completely exhaustive list, there is quite a lot of options available to people who would like to jam in real time. Uh, Now, to properly explore this topic, it probably requires another in-depth session, because there are multiple considerations when it comes to live jamming, and not all of those solutions that I've mentioned might be suitable to everyone. Some of them are also, for example, Lender sessions. They are more, they are designed more for studio-based streaming rather than live jamming, meaning that they might not have been optimized for low latency. But some of the other solutions, for example, Jamulus or Jacktrip or Jamkazam, uh, or Source Elements series of software applications, and Sonobus as well, and Audio Movers, they are optimized for low latency work. However, there are a few other considerations, such as the amount of people collaborating with you and the distance between the collaborators. However, um, one important thing to mention is that some of or all of those solutions can be used uh, for studio-based work as well. And not all of them, not all of the solutions for live jamming are available as plugins, but most of them are, meaning that you can put them into an existing digital audio workstation and stream audio between you and your collaborators. So what that means is that you could show them your or stream your selected tracks or a master audio bus from your DAW, and also record your collaborators who are streaming into your system. So many of those solutions are based on low latency, but also if you can sacrifice latency, which you typically can in a more studio based collaboration, then you can increase the recording quality or the resolution of the audio files that you are capturing. So many of those plugins allow you to record in high quality uncompressed audio formats. So that's the second very important way of approaching online music collaboration, live jamming. And the third approach is a bit different. It's a marketplace networking that is facilitated by, again, a series of online platforms such as FTR Collabs, Sunday, Sound Better, or Entourage Pro. And those platforms allow you to hire people or make yourself available as a freelancer who could offer your music production or performance services to other people. So you can think of those platforms as allowing you to create user profiles, advertising your skills to the broader community. And also, you can use those platforms to find collaborators for your next project. And then, very likely, you could use some of the other solutions that I've mentioned already for your collaboration. If it's a studio based collaboration, you might use some of the plugins that I've mentioned before, or if it's a performance based collaboration, you could use the live jamming software solution or solutions. Sometimes you can combine more than one. Um, I've mentioned that most of those plugins are standalone or software only, but when it comes to, for example, Jacktrip is also bundled with a hardware interface that helps you with lowering your latency and improving your collaborative experience. So to summarize, we have virtual studio based approach, live jamming approach, and marketplace, networking. So those are the three main collaborative approaches in remote music collaboration or a cloud-based collaboration. And I think it would be helpful to typically highlight which approach you are talking about while engaging other people in a collaborative discussion, because it is a different way of thinking, a different way of working, depending on what exactly you want to achieve and what approach you want to take. So I hope this was useful. And if you have any questions after the stream, feel free to put them in the comments under the video, and I would be happy to answer your questions. You can also find me on musiccollaboration.online and continue the conversation through messaging or a Facebook group, for example. So we will be coming back with more small topics about online music collaboration in the near future. So stay tuned for those live streams coming in the next few weeks. Until then, bye.